Hang in there, little leaves. Hey garden maters, welcome to Corner Homestead. So I came out into the yard to do a few things. I got so much out here that I need to get done, but the main thing I wanted to do was change this tape on this tree. So this tree is planted here in this garden by the pond, which is my memorial garden to my mom. And I love the tree. I love the shape of the tree. It provides such great shade, and it's just a perfect little tree. I just absolutely love it. And this year I noticed that it was infested with lanternflies. I don't know if you have the lanternflies where you are. A lot of people don't have them, but there are also a lot of people that are experiencing the trouble with these lanternflies. So the first thing I noticed about the tree was that it was losing a lot of leaves. The last time I was out here doing the video on the garden stool, everything was just covered in leaves. It looked like fall time, and it's not. So I came out to investigate why it was losing leaves right before that, and that's when I saw that it was infested with the lanternflies. At the time, they were the little black and white nymphs. They looked just like that at the time that I spotted them. So I went out and I bought this lanternfly paper. That is what is on the tree now. Problem with this paper is it's so sticky. I have already seen a few things getting stuck on it, or a few signs that a few animals have been stuck on this paper. Luckily they got free on their own, but I don't like anything that is going to trap other animals. So you can see right there, a bird got stuck to this piece. Come around here, you can see it even better. But that is all feathers. Poor little thing. But luckily he or she got itself loose. But I do not like how this tape, it traps birds. I don't like that. And back here on this piece, I don't know if you can see this piece, it has hair all over it. And I believe it's from a squirrel. But you can also see that it is doing the job of getting the lanternflies, along with other flies, a lot of ants, all the bugs, lanternfly, regular fly, all these little black spots are ants. Like I said, luckily it got free, but it's left a heck of a mess. I'm surprised the poor thing, I'm really surprised I didn't find the bird somewhere in the yard dead after it pulled itself off of this paper. So this tree doesn't have just one trunk that I can wrap up with this paper. It has all these individual trunks, which makes it so hard to do. But as much as I don't like using this stuff, it is trapping quite a few of the lanternflies. So I'm going to take off the old that is just covered in bugs and feathers and yes, even hair. And I am going to put on fresh paper to hopefully trap some more of these lanternflies. Like I said, I really don't want to lose this tree. I have seen other traps that work where you use the tool and have them climb up in there and they go into a bag. And the problem is I don't have the material to make all that right now. So unfortunately I have to stick with the paper for now and pray it doesn't trap any more birds or squirrels or any of the cute little animals. So I'm going to change this paper. I want to spruce up my corner homestead with Teresa Garden Angel. And I've got a garden that I've got to get working in. Quite a few of them. So I thought I'd bring you along with me because for once, it's not scorching hot out here today. I should be able to get something done. So I hope you can see when I take this off, because we've had, this has only been on about a week. Because of the rain, it's all wet underneath where the tape was. And it's actually a little bit slimy. You can see all the white powder. So I don't like that at all. So I think if I put this back on again, I'm not going to put it in these same areas. I'm going to either put it further down or further up on the branch, because I want to leave this open to hopefully heal. Get that powdery stuff off of there and hopefully not be so slimy. I don't know about this stuff. So this big tree right here, this bush, and it's big. Sadly, it's not doing too well. It has a lot of dead branches in it. This is called a Tea Marie. Got little blue flowers all over the tips, and then they change to these little seed head things. See, there's another dead branch. So I am sadly gonna take it down because there are dead branches all in the back there. So I'm going to cut it way down. I don't know if it's going to regrow. I kind of doubt it. It's a bit overgrown. And something has hit it to be killing it off now. So I'm afraid she's going to have to go. So there it is. It looks a little bare. Oh my God, that looks so bare. I do believe I know what was killing this bush. If you look at it, you see the center's all hollowed out there. It's brownish because they're eating it from there. I cut down a couple branches off of there and all up around the awning there. It was this swarm of Japanese beetles came out. And they were flying all up around there. And they were mad. So yep, Japanese beetles are what got my bush. So I knew something was killing it because I just couldn't save it. So the tree has dried pretty well. I've had the old tape in this area. I can still see it's like a white powder on there. I don't understand why. So I'm going to put it up here a little higher this time. And I'm going to tell you right now, this stuff is extremely, it's the worst thing I've ever worked with in my life. It is terrible. It doesn't want to stick to itself because you have to do it backwards. So I found that the easiest way for me, if you have worked with this sticky paper and you know an easy way of getting it on the tree, please comment and let me know. But the easiest way I have found so far, because I mean I am just loaded, my fingers are loaded with the sticky glue, whatever they use. So I just put it up here, sticky side on the tree, just enough to get it started, and then I go backwards. And I try not to pull it too hard. I want to hold it a little bit, because it's not even going to stick to the tree that well. But it seems to work pretty good this way. Until it wants to slide, and like I said, it's terrible. It's the worst crap I've ever worked with. Now another thing is they say that it has to be tight against the bottom of the tree so the lanternflies can't crawl up underneath of it, which the way this tree is shaped, it just is never tight. So what I do, I take a roll of packaging tape. I just go along the bottom. Just going to give it that tight seal. So now they'll have no other option but to climb over this. And if it looks like the top is going to fall apart, I put a little tape up there as well, just to hold the sticky tape together. It's horrible stuff. I'm telling you, it's terrible. I always heard that they lay their eggs and they go into maple trees. This is not a maple tree. It is not a tree of heaven. It is not any of the trees that they claim that these lanternflies gravitate to. This is a Japanese magnolia tree. It's beautiful. It blooms twice a year. It's thick, it's dense, it's got the best shape. I just absolutely love it. I don't want to lose it to these stupid lanternflies. So why they're in this tree, I don't know, but they are causing havoc on it. They've got it a mess, and I just really hope that I can save it. So like I said, when I was wrapping the tree, if anyone knows of an easier way of putting this tape on the tree, please comment and let me know, because this stuff is so extremely hard to work with. It wants to stick to everything except itself. So like I said, after I put it all on, I had to go around and do the packaging tape just to keep it on, to keep it together, because it just wants to slowly peel itself back off. It's horrible. It'll stick to itself if you're putting the glue side to the glue side, but when you have to wrap it backwards, like you gotta do, it doesn't want to stick to the reverse side of it. But it'll sure stick to your fingers and your fingernails and whatever tools you're working with. So, but yeah, this stuff it's terrible. Like I said, it's hard to get on. It works, but a little too well when the birds are getting stuck to it, squirrels, whatever touches it. I don't like the fact that it can harm other animals. I only wanted to harm these lanternflies so I can save the tree. Hopefully it'll do that. So this one is scented with a mint type scent, and I can tell you the scent must work, because as soon as I put it on a tree, the ants crawl to it like it's nobody's business. And it does actually smell pretty good, but there's got to be easier way of getting rid of these lanternflies. So I ended up getting this at Tractor Supply when I was there. I believe it was like $10 for the roll, and it's a 20-foot roll. So I've done a lot out here today. I didn't get done nowhere near everything I wanted to get done, especially my one garden that we're working on. Got to get it filled with the dirt so I can get my flowers planted in there. But tomorrow is always another day. So if you have trouble with the lanternflies as well, please send me a comment. Let me know how you handle them. Do you use this nasty tape, or do you come up with a better way? I would love to hear your comments. If you haven't already subscribed, I hope you take the time to do so. You're always welcome in the community, and I love to see the garden maters grow. So until next time, I love y'all. Take care. God bless. And I'll see you on the next video. There goes another leaf. Hang in there, little leaves. Hang in there. Look at my tree. Isn't it pretty? I love that tree. I really don't want those lanternflies to get it. Oh, and the birds are coming around. Oh, look at the cardinal. Did you see the cardinal? Just landed in the tree. I think it's going to get a drink. That's the female cardinal getting a drink. Let me see if I can zoom in. Oh my, the female. See, now I'm done over there. The female's getting a drink and the male's in the tree. Isn't nature wonderful?